Thank you. You may be seated. Welcome to Sunday morning Mass.
Wait, what day is it?
It's Sunday morning Mass. You retired people. you retired people. I'm telling you, Ronnie. I got to ask you. You sent me a text this last week.
Yes.
And you said if I wanted to meet you to give you your hats, I could meet you at Rich's on Monday.
Yeah.
What, you think I just have Monday off?
Isn't Monday a holiday?
No, Monday's not a holiday.
Oh.
Next Monday is a holiday.
Oh.
Yeah,
well, that sucks.
Some of us actually go to work every day, Ronnie. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true.
Yeah. Well, and you see this means that I have no days scheduled for a little while. So,
oh yeah, you're a little furry over there, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're a little furry.
Turn this. There we go.
Thank you. Yeah, that was driving me nuts.
So hey, Rick Clementson, first in the room today.
Attaboy, Rick. Good job. And I already know who you're voting for in Mantasy draft.
Followed closely by Jason.
Hi, Jason. Good morning, buddy. Loved your woodworking this last week following that project.
Is that thing amazing?
Yeah.
My God, that's
like
crazy.
3D.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Matt McGrew is here.
Good morning, Matty. Hi, Dustin.
Otherwise known as Lou and Ronnie Fan 500.
Mm-hmm.
Vicky is here.
Vicky.
Sekar is here.
Hey,
Sasha's here.
Sasha. Hi, good morning.
Melanie Dodson.
Oh, Melanie's here just in time for Sunday morning Mass.
She's turning into a real fan, isn't she?
She really is, and no better fan could we have.
Yeah, and let's see, Sledneck. I like it when Sledneck's here nice and early.
Yeah, no leaving early. No cutting out. Especially before we pass the plate.
Unless you have a permission slip or a doctor's note.
Yeah, because I haven't authorized anything. I don't think you have either, have you?
No, I have not.
Okay, well, let's just make sure we got this straight.
Let's see, Jim Black is here. Tisha's here.
Hi, Tisha. Good morning. Tisha and Matt both listening, probably maybe in different rooms.
Probably.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's part of the quarantine thing.
Yeah. Social
distancing,
I suppose.
That's a pretty good turnout so far.
Absolutely. We're glad that you're here. The forecast for Sacramento today is rain.
Oh yeah,
we had rain overnight, and
did we?
Yeah, we did.
I didn't even look outside yet today. Honestly,
yeah, I had to get something out of the car earlier, and it was soaked, but in a good way, in a beat it up sort of way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So your car has a little wax on it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Speaking of the car, since we stumbled onto this, I just wanted to say just a couple of things about this. Ronnie, did you hear the radio show yesterday or no?
I did not.
Okay.
I have not been sleeping well the last couple of nights. So when my alarm went off to tell me that your show was on,
yeah,
I turned it off.
Well, it didn't go unnoticed. Trust me. Everybody was asking, "Where's Ronnie? Where's Ronnie?"
Oh man!
And his sarcastic comments.
That's what I'm known for.
I know you're good at that.
I like to do me.
So yesterday on the show, I talked about this a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead because some of the people. I wonder where Napa Randy is. I don't see him on there yet.
Not here yet.
Mm-hmm. I bought this car about 10 days ago, Ron? Yeah, roughly 10 days ago.
Yep.
And I bought a used car. I actually bought two. I bought one for my wife and I bought one for myself. And the one I got my wife an Infiniti. And I got a Toyota Camry 4-cylinder. Not a lot of power, but really good on gas because that's what I need. I have a 53-mile commute every day.
Holy cow.
So we've had nothing but problems since I bought this car. The Infiniti is spot on perfect, man. Everything works great. The
nice.
Camry, we've had nothing but problems with. And some of the problems we've been able to eliminate. Others were persistent. But so were we. And when I say we, I really shouldn't take as much credit as we involves. But my son, Nick, on Friday, I guess all day, he must have been looking at YouTube trying to figure out why the car had this miss. It was a misfire. It was throwing a code, P0300, which means multiple misfires in the cylinders. So what did we do? What did we throw at the problem? Well, the first thing we did was we replaced what we believed was a bad harness, wire harness from the coil packs. And in fact, Nick showed me he actually was able to just pull one out, a little connector. He could just pull it out and put it back in and pull it. Although that didn't seem to have much effect on the idle. That's the problem. It's the idle.
Okay.
So we changed out the spark plugs too, to no avail. We ordered up 4 brand new coil packs for the car. Got them at a really good price online. And threw that at it, I think on Tuesday or something. Nothing. So what we did was Nick found that sometimes if you clean the throttle body, it has a lot of carbon that's built up on that butterfly that's in there.
Yes.
So we took I keep saying we. So he took the intake system off. He cleaned up that throttle body and got almost all of that carbon that was built up on there. We bought the cleaner and stuff. Put the intake back together and started it. And it seemed like it was a little bit better. But then he goes, check this out. And he reprogrammed the idle through the ECU. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's one of those things where you turn the key a couple of times a certain way.
Yeah.
And then you do something else, and it completely resets it back as you would your computer to a default.
Okay.
Ronnie, oh my God.
Running good?
It's like a completely different car. And, I feel so bad because I've been so frustrated, and I've just been saying nasty things about this car. So, not only, and here's one other thing. Automotively, I know that's my other radio show, but here's one thing you should understand about your air conditioning system, especially with hot weather coming, and you're going to be using it a lot more. If for some reason you feel that it's not blowing out the cold air as hard as it did at one time, you need to look at your cabin air filter.
Yes. Yep. You'd be surprised how much stuff gets in there. I had a Hornet in mind on my Tundra. There was a Hornet in my cabin air filter.
Rat droppings one time a couple of years back.
Yeah, they get dirty. Yeah, they get dirty.
Yeah.
So it is. It's just and you know what? They're not expensive.
No. Well, here's the thing. If you go to a retail automotive store, and I used to work at one, you can figure to pay upwards of $15 to $23 or $24 for one of those. And I know that sounds, that's not that expensive. Do you know what I paid for mine at Rock Auto? That's a commercial. Shoot.
Like $7.95, something like that?
$5.34.
Yeah.
My wife's car was $3.80. Oh,
yeah.
So
I did buy one. Last time I took my car in for my truck for service.
Oops.
It was due for a cabin air filter, and so I'm like, fine, I'll stop and buy one. Don't put one in, because the dealer, they're over $20.
Sure.
So I stopped at Walmart and I bought one, and it was a Fram. But the coolest thing was it's infused with Febreze. So as you run that, you get like a fresh Febreze scent out of your vents. And I think it was $13.95. So it's a little pricey, but that's not that expensive, really. That's,
Before we get started into our topics this morning, Ronnie, why don't we go back to the live chat and see what people are saying?
Let's see. Sakar's saying his wife has a Camry and it's been a perfect car, other than the factory tires need to be replaced after 30,000 miles.
That's a given.
Tisha says I'm suntanned. Yes, I am a little bit. I've been getting out in the sun a little bit more. We've been going out. We have a pair of nesting bald eagles at the end of our street, and we've been going out to check them out almost daily. There's 3 babies. The babies now are almost as big as the adults, and they're just about 2 months old. They're gigantic. And then it's so funny right now, they're just getting ready to fly. And so they do a lot of bobbing, and they're flapping their wings, trying to see if they can get a little bit of air, because that nest is way up in a tree. And so you want to make sure you're flight worthy before you jump out of the tree.
It's like I always say, there's only 2 kinds of parachuters, quality championship parachuters, and then you have stuff on a rock.
Yeah, yeah. It's a pretty steep learning curve for the Eagles too. So, but it is great, and I have been getting a lot more sun. Even my arms are getting a little. My legs still not so much. They're almost transparent. They're
well,
so
you're
white,
an old white guy. It's just not going to happen. I mean, I'm sure you do have Bermuda shorts, black socks, and white shoes.
Greg Eberly just made it in the room.
No way.
Yeah. I told him that we do a show, and so
great.
Greg Eberly is my old college roommate.
Yeah, I went to high school with him.
So yes.
Mm-hmm.
So and he's let's see, that's and I'll tell you this too. I think in the long run you're going to be really happy with that Toyota. So my last two Toyotas, I had a total of let's see, I had about 160, so about 200,000 miles total on my last two Toyota trucks.
Mm-hmm.
And all I ever did is oil changes and tire rotations. And of course, filters and what have you, but no other kind of any maintenance at all. Nothing. Mm-hmm. They're amazing vehicles.
Well, you'll remember the guy wanted $5,000 for the car because it had low mileage.
Right.
And we went into negotiation. I don't think I shared this with you, but I said to him, "Well, you said you can work with the price a little bit. What are you thinking?" He goes, "No, I'll leave that entirely up to you." I said, $4,000, just like that. And he laughed at me. And I stopped reaching for my wallet. He goes, "No, wait." He goes, 45. I said, 41. He goes, 42. I go, deal. Because that's exactly what I had in my wallet, Ron.
Well, now here's something very exciting also. My motorcycle that sits in the Corvette Ronnie studio.
Right.
I think I may have it sold.
What?
Yeah. And at $4,250. So
wow, I could trade you my car for that.
Almost, yeah.
But I won't.
Yeah.
No.
So
well, anyway, my point was with the price, Ronnie. I'm sorry. I feel like I still came out ahead because I put about about $225 into the car to get it fixed.
Yeah.
So
I feel like you're money ahead.
Yeah.
They just opened up that used car sale out at Sierra College.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
And Vicki and I were out there yesterday,
and
we saw a Camry out there that I believe was about yours is an 08.
Correct.
Yeah, this was a 10, but he wanted I want to say it was $8,500, and it had more miles. Yours is only like at 80,000 miles, something like that.
No, 109.
Oh, 109. Okay. Yeah. This had still more miles. And I think, but it was black. And I don't know if it was a 4 or 6 cylinder. I can't remember. But it was fairly clean. The paint could have used some work. You could tell it's been kept outside, not in a garage. Cloth interior, not a lot of frills, but it's a car that somebody will buy and it'll last forever.
Well, one of the things that I regret, I hate to say it, but one of the things I regret is in buying an 08, there's not a lot of technology.
Yeah. Does it have Bluetooth at all?
No.
Yeah. See, Vicky's 08 Accord does not have Bluetooth either. And we're looking to upgrade her vehicle, and everything now we're looking at. We looked at a 2015 Lexus yesterday. And of course, it's got Bluetooth and it's got lane departure warning, and it has a lot more technology than her 08 Accord. So, and I think 08 is right there.
Yeah, before the technology. Right.
Yeah, not everything had Bluetooth back then.
I just looked it up here. The Camry has Blacktooth. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that.
But that's right before the tooth comes out. It turns black.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'll look forward to that.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's time for us to get into our first game of the day. And I got to let you know, I have got this dialed, Ronnie. You won last week. Again, congratulations to you.
Thank you. The trophy's right here.
Oh, good. You got the trophy. All right, terrific.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring that trophy back home to the Gallagher compound.
We'll see about that.
And we're going to ask for you, our viewers, to vote on who you believe has put together the best team of whatever the category might be. And that's a 3-thing/3-person thing. It could be anything. Canned fruit. It could be anything. Today, the topic will be greatest country songs of all time. Now, if you'd like, you can submit some. Ronnie and I have done due diligence and have our lists compiled.
Yes.
Sakar says, I hear the ocean behind Lou. Well, feedback sounds like it at least. There's feedback? Is somebody telling us? Is everything okay? Nothing wrong?
Everything sounds good on my end.
Here, let me just turn that up. Is everything okay? Yeah, okay, all right.
Yep.
So let's see. Greg Eberly says there was a 2017 RAV4 at Maida, Pearl White, 20,000 miles, $27,000.
You know what? I'm not sure because we were looking at brand new RAV4s, and you can get a brand new one out the door for 33. Mm-hmm. So that's all right. That's it. And there's a lot more technology, and that's actually for a hybrid that gets 41 miles of the gallon.
Wow. I can't wait to see what the gas mileage will be now that this car is running right. It was getting 21.
Oh, you'll get easily 28.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Best 3 songs of all time. Country songs is what we're doing here. Sledneck says Whiskey River from Willie. Whiskey River, take my mind.
That didn't make my list.
Nor mine.
Did not make my list.
Mm-hmm.
Although, and I'm not I don't listen to a lot of current country music. So nothing on my list is current. They're classic country.
Well, Ronnie, how you can't determine a new song to be a classic for all time.
And as I was looking at a list, there's a couple like Carrie Underwood has a song on there already that in the top 100 country music songs of all time.
When he cheats.
Exactly. Yes. So I
don't forget who you're up against here.
Yeah. Well, like you said, you have nothing to worry about. I'm not choosing anything done in the last 15 years even.
Okay. All right. So folks, I'll come back to you on the live chat in a second. I got to get to my notes here. The one thing that we need to do to get this rolling with the greatest country song of all time, and Ronnie and I will each pick 3, and we'll do it in a particular order that's based on what happens as a result of our rock, paper, scissors here.
Right.
And we close our eyes, and we don't open our eyes until I say when, okay?
Right.
And the viewers can tell if either one of us cheats. It ain't going to happen. We're just not that kind of people.
No.
All right. So, without further ado, I'm closing my eyes.
Okay.
Wait, I got to make
sure make sure my fist is visible. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Let me make sure mine is too. Okay. There we go.
Okay.
All right. My eyes are closed. All right. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, throw, right?
Okay.
Isn't that what we do? Yeah.
Yep.
Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, throw.
Oh, dang. You got me. All right. Yeah. I was basing it on how it went last week, so.
Okay.
I give up.
I'm going to go ahead and go first. I feel that confident with my pick. I've been thinking about this all week long to kick your butt right up and down the curb. Greatest country song of all time. God Bless the USA.
Lee Greenwood. Was my number one. Yeah.
Really? My strategy worked? Whoa,
Yep.
This is awesome. Okay. All right, now you have 2 picks, Ronnie. You'll have the second pick in the first round and the first pick in the second round. Here we go.
Is that really the name of that song, though? Because I put down Proud to be an American. I guess it is God Bless the USA. It
is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me just take that one right off my list.
That was your top one?
That was my top number one.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I can't believe it. We're
both Patriots.
One? Yeah. All right.
So I think I'm going to go with this one because, and these next two they're almost interchangeable, I think. But there's one, anytime I hear it, it's a freaking brain worm. I cannot get it out of my head. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
Another Willie tune right there with Waylon.
I love that. God dang, I love that tune.
Yeah.
It's good. It's so good.
Make them be doctors and lawyers
and such. And it's a great song.
I heard a great expression the other day, and I for some reason I thought I got to share. Someone who was describing somebody who was a little full of himself, and he said, "Oh, that guy, he's all hat and no cattle." All right, Ronnie. So
okay,
your pick is Mama's, and your next pick?
I'm going to go way back.
Okay.
You're Cheating Heart.
Hank Williams, Sr.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi, Jaco. My grandson's out here. You want to come say hi? You don't have to. You can if you want. Look, it's Ronnie. It's about that time around the Gallagher compound. Everybody's waking up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, Ronnie, you have Mamas Don't Let Your Babies and Your Cheating Heart.
Cheating Heart. Yep.
Okay. My first pick in this category was God Bless the USA. My second pick in this category will be Garth Brooks' The Dance.
Oh, okay. Boy, that's a good song.
And for my final pick, I'm going to go way back. And this is my third guy off the bench. Although it should have probably been my first pick, but I had to play strategy. So He Stopped Loving Her Today, George Jones.
Man,
one
that
of
is
the
a classic.
Saddest country songs about devotion and unrequited love. Oh my God, there's my song. There's my three picks right there. Okay.
Yeah, that's a
Ronnie,
good one.
Back to you for one final pick.
Yeah, and I'm going with an artist you picked already too.
Okay.
And I think this might be his anthem.
Oh, I know
right
what you're
here.
going to pick. Yeah, okay.
Friends in Low Places.
Garth Brooks.
Boy,
that is a great song.
That's
It's a great
anthem.
beer drinking song too.
I've seen him in concert, I think twice. Vicky's seen him in concert like 7 times. He almost always ends with Friends in Low Places. And he has like another little verse that he adds to it that's pretty clever. Yeah.
I've heard that too, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
I've got Friends in Low Places, Your Cheating Heart, and Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys.
Okay, I have God Bless the USA. I have what do I have? The Dance, and I have He Stopped Loving Her Today. I'm going on the chat right now, and some people are making some suggestions.
I saw those.
Copperhead Road. Go ahead, Ron.
Devil Went Down to Georgia. That's a pretty good one too.
Take This Job and Shove It. I almost picked that.
I did. I saw that. I showed it to Vicky. I said,
Vicky says The Dance. Uh-oh, Ronnie. I think you're in trouble.
Ruh-roh.
You may be going down.
Looks like you and I each have one vote. Oh, you have 2 votes now. Looks like 2-2, 3-2 me, 3-3, 4-3 me, 4-4. Oh, it's 4-4.
Tied up. Okay, let's give it a little more time. Get your votes in right now. If you are watching, I don't know if I saw Melanie get a vote in there. Melanie, if you got time, weigh in, please. I could use that vote. Sasha says I'm voting Ronnie. Lee Greenwood, George Jones, going with Lou, says Christopher Robin.
Oh man, it's 8-5. I just got 3 more votes.
Oh wow, I see that. Ronnie winner.
8-6 now.
If you leave out Hank Williams, it's not country. That's what Rick Clemenson says.
Yeah.
Lou has it, says, okay, Larry. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate your time.
Okay, 8-6.
All right, come on. We need a few more Lou votes here. You can see.
I got you by a hit, by a neck. Coming down.
I don't want to stall
stretch.
too long. We got a show to do here.
The final stretch.
Mm-hmm.
I think all in.
I guess we're going to have to call it.
Going once. Blythe, 9-6. I think I just walked away with it. Thank you, Ken. Oh, Ken Blythe is here, by the way. 9-7, 9-8. Uh-oh. Anybody else?
Thank you, Jim Siri. Phil, there's Lou's coming in. Vicky's coming in.
9-9. Last vote. Anybody? Lou or Ronnie?
Oh, so much is riding on this right here. Thank you, Vicky. Appreciate it. So much riding on this. I really need that vote, guys. Whoever comes up after Vicky right there is going to determine the winner. Who's it going to be? Vicky.
Ronnie or Lou?
Anon, says Vicky. Thanks.
I'll tell you.
I get no respect.
I get no respect. Oh, there it is.
Wife.
You got it.
All right, Charles Clement. Wow, that's a real come-from-behind win right there.
Man, I had it.
I know.
I was clutching. I was holding it in my hand.
Yeah. Ronnie, honestly, I think that He Stopped Loving Her Today is probably the greatest country song of all time.
Well, and I'll tell you, and so, but man.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for contributing and voting today. We appreciate it. Next up, wanted to thank. Oh, you're going to hand me the trophy?
Here's the trophy.
Wait a minute. I'm not ready. Which side do I go? This side here?
It goes this way.
Okay.
It goes this way.
I'm ready for it.
There you go.
Hand it over. Okay.
Hide it.
Right.
Nice. Wow.
That's why it was so important.
Yes, I can see.
You know, the thing to see is the level in the bottle.
It's down a little bit from earlier this morning.
Yeah, I've had a few. No, I don't do that. All right, so you're watching Men Are So Smart. I'm Lou Gallagher. That's Corvette Ronnie right there. And as you can see, going across our screen is some information on our Men Are So Smart hoodies, which are very popular with the ladies. There's Sasha wearing hers right there. That's the black.
Beautiful.
That's the black hoodie with the zip up and the pink logo. Next up, this is the gray hoodie pullover with the pink logo. And I wish I had my glasses on because I can't find Heidi. Heidi hoodie, here it is.
Heidi hoodie.
Maybe that's not moved up front. Oh crap. Sorry about that. Was the screen moving around?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured as much. Okay, well, I can't seem to find it now. But anyway, the ladies seem to like those. And you can get yours. I'll tell you how in a minute. We also have T-shirts.
Yes.
Jason's has the camo T-shirt. Cool. There it is right there.
It's actually kind of an army green, I think.
Right. And I thought what I had on was army green. That's definitely army green right there.
No. Yeah.
So the T-shirts are also available. Whether you want a hoodie or a T-shirt, the prices are as follows. The T-shirts are $19.99. They come in all sizes. I'll tell you those in a moment. The hoodies, the pullovers, are $39.99. And they come in small, medium, large, extra large, 2 extra large, 3 extra large. Any size, same price. Got it? Now, in the descriptor below, Ronnie, we have a link to Lou and Ronnie Fan 500's PayPal account. He's also known as Dustin. And you'll find the link there. You can purchase your T-shirt. There's no charge for shipping whatsoever in the United States.
Right.
We're finding out shipping it elsewhere is very costly. Anyway, you can send your information, including your mailing address, your size, what color, what item you want. You can do that all in one spot on Dustin's PayPal account. As I said, you'll find that link down below. All right? Okay. Let's see, Ronnie. I want to get to my notes. Jerry Stiller passed away, Ron.
I saw that. And you know who else? Fred Willard.
Fred Willard, yeah.
Two very, very funny men.
So sad.
I mean, it really is. Fred Willard, we watched a lot of him. He was on Modern Family. He played Phil's dad on Modern Family.
Phil Dunphy.
And he is such a deadpan. His delivery is unbelievable.
Were you ever fortunate enough to see Best in Show.
The dog show. Yes.
You know
Hilarious.
what? You're just, if you put that movie on, maybe in your solitude of confinement, you're going to laugh your ass off.
Yeah.
And Fred Willard is just, I mean, he is just impeccable in that role.
And then, of course, Jerry Stiller.
Jerry Stiller.
Jerry Stiller, yes.
Yeah,
in Seinfeld. Seinfeld, that show, he is so. Some of the funniest moments in Seinfeld revolve around Jerry Stiller.
Yeah.
Festivus for the rest of us. And,
I just saw the Serenity episode last night.
Serenity Now.
It was on last night. They were showing them. I can't remember. Maybe it was TBS, but I think they were showing all the Jerry Stiller episodes of the Seinfeld era. And,
I mean, his character is so atypical of that era, and
right.
just absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
I really do. They will be very, very sorely missed.
Well, I'm sure you can recall that growing up, we used to watch him on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Yes, with his wife Mira,
Mm-hmm.
Mira and Stiller.
Yeah,
yep.
And they were hilarious as a couple.
Yep.
It was a great marriage for many, many years.
Yep.
They both had huge respect for one another, and that's a huge loss too. He was also on King of Queens. He played Carrie's dad.
Yes, basically he's the same character.
Pretty much, but he lived in the cellar.
He lived in the basement, yes. But he was basically George's father.
Right.
Same guy.
Personified,
yes.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he was a little bit, I'm not sure that he was typecast. He just is who he is.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was very hilarious. He had some amazing moments.
I'd be willing to bet it's very hard to write for a character like that. You know what I mean?
You know what? I'm sure that they probably say, this is the message we want to convey. Go ahead and run with that.
Yeah.
And they just let him take it over because he was extremely talented. And you look at his son, Ben. I think Ben Stiller. Ben is hilarious also. He's
my favorite is There's Something About Mary.
Franks and Beans.
All right, so sadness this morning finds us with the passing of those two gentlemen. They will be missed. Next up, NASCAR is back today, Ronald McDonald.
That's what I understand, but
Mm-hmm.
no crowd. I understand they're limiting the crews to 16 instead of 21 per team. They're actually even limiting the announcing staff, so they're doing it with more of a skeleton crew.
Mm-hmm. Listen, in this age of pandemic, you work around things like this.
Yeah.
My wife Teresa and I were just having this discussion. Whereas in broadcasting, they're down here.
Yeah.
Okay, and as witnessed by several things, not the least of which is e-racing. Have you watched any of that, Ron?
I watched a couple.
Yeah.
I was mildly entertained.
Yeah, and everybody's social distanced.
Jeff Gordon did a great job announcing it.
Mm-hmm.
He announced it like a real race.
Yeah.
I like Jeff Gordon. Not everybody likes Jeff. I'm a Jeff Gordon fan. I have been for a long, long time.
Let me tell you why I'm not. I mean, I like him. Trust me, I like every driver in NASCAR. And as so many people watch for the wrecks, that's the last thing that I ever want to see, is because I feel like I know these guys and sometimes their families and their kids. And when Ryan Newman went skirting down the track on his hood, that's all I could think about were his wife and his kids. I always thought that his wife was super hot. And so that's all I could think about was, oh my gosh, I sure hope he's okay. So having said that, you can tell a lot about a guy when he gets into a fight in the pits.
Yes.
And there were not one, but two occasions where Jeff Gordon tracked somebody down behind the fence in the trailer area and pulled up behind him and got out of the car, but made sure to keep his racing helmet on. I'm going to fight you, but I'm going to do it with my helmet on.
You know what? That's probably a pretty good call.
Well, sure.
Most football players do the same thing, though. Unless somebody rips it off, the helmet stays on, which is, And in Jeff Gordon's case, you got to take care of the moneymaker.
Wussy. You big wussy. You're afraid you're going to get your ass whooped. That's what it is, Gordon.
I think in hockey is about the only time when the gloves come off, literally, and it's on.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know. I might just keep the gloves on because I don't want to bust up my knuckles. I've done that enough.
That's your moneymaker right there, your knuckles.
Yeah. You got fire and brimstone right there.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I thought it was peace and love. All right, so we're at Darlington this week. That's the Lady in Black, Ronnie. The Lady in Black. The track that's too tough to tame. Brad Keselowski's on the pole, and we will see the long-awaited return of Ryan Newman. He will be in the number 6 car once again, in spite of what took place at the last super speedway, which was Daytona.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a favorite for the race, but if there's a sentimental favorite, I think it might be Ryan Newman. Wouldn't that be a story for the ages?
You really would. I think a lot of people are going to be rooting for Ryan just because he was so close. He was so close at Daytona. And he obviously, he's no slouch. He's not just one of those guys that, is a back marker. He's always up in the front.
Well, my concern is that they've been out of the car now since February. And the very first track they're going to race at is going to be a super speedway where they're going 200 miles an hour. Wow.
Well, and there was no qualifying. There was no practice.
Right.
It's jump in your car and go.
Man, oh man.
So we'll see. I think there's going to be a lot more wrecks than normal because the cars aren't set up. Everybody knows they're set up, but the tracks change, and the track changes by temperature and even just aging of the concrete of the asphalt. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting race.
Well, the race time is 12:30 Pacific. That would be 12:30 Pacific too. For those of you who say that wrong.
Specifically
you, yes. All right. Ronnie, I think it's time that we have a visit from somebody who hasn't stopped by for a while.
Oh, he's been gone. He's He's in the East. He's from the East, the Far East.
Let me explain. You begged, you pleaded, you screamed, but he's going to be here anyway.
Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, stepping out of the screen now is Corvette Ronnie. The next person you will see will be the all-knowing, all-seeing master of time and dimension. Hey, how is it that the blue is showing up now on your hat? Remember, it was invisible for a while.
Yeah, that's when I had a blue screen. I don't have blue screen anymore.
That's right. That's what it is.
I got a beige screen.
Yeah, you do. Okay. Now, if you do not know the amazing abilities of Roniak, the amazing, I'll explain to you. What Roniak does is he will take an envelope that has been sealed in a mayo jar on the front porch of Ben Affleck for 3 months. He now has that jar on his front porch, and he has taken out 4 envelopes. He has no idea of the content of these elephants. You can see how I could screw that up. So anyway, back to the story. Now, what he will do, Ronnie, is you will touch them to your jewels.
Okay. Just jewel, one jewel.
Oh, jewel. I'm sorry. You'll touch them to your jewel, your massive jewel.
Yes, thank you. That's what she said.
And you will give us the answer to the question that is in the envelope, right?
I will. Oh, wait, is that the thing?
I'm pretty sure, Ron.
I'll try it. I'm not confident, but I'll give it a try.
Well, we did.
It's
Roniak. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We didn't rehearse this because of the shelter in place. So
yeah, get it right,
Ronnie. Here's envelope number 1, Ron.
Infidel, get it right. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, here you go. Number 1.
Holding it to the jewel.
Okay.
I see Murder Hornet.
Murder Hornet.
And COVID-19.
And COVID-19.
Yes.
Now, Ronnie will open the envelope and he will determine what the question is.
Name 2 things less likely to kill you than Carol Baskin.
Oh, we couldn't go a week without a Tiger King reference. I thought we might. I thought maybe we can, and then I was wrong.
No, that's not happening.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so Ronnie, here's this next envelope. Let me get it over there to you. There you go. Okay.
Got it.
All right.
Thank you.
This would be now envelope number 2.
I'm feeling quenched.
Quenched
right now. Quenched. And so the answer is it must be Gatorade. It is. It's
Gatorade.
Gatorade.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Gatorade.
Now Ronnie will determine what the actual question is. Come on, Ronniak, you got it.
What does an alligator get when he's unemployed? Gatorade. I got you. Okay. All right. I see what they did there.
Yeah, you don't have to explain it. I think we got it. All right. Where's envelope number 3? Here it is, Ronnie. Envelope number 3. There you go.
Okay. Oh.
Ronniak sees
right?
something. Ronniak sees something. He's looking into the future.
I see.
Yes.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Ooh, follow the yellow brick road.
That's what I said. Yes.
I heard you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard you.
Let's open this thing up here.
Okay. Follow the yellow brick road.
How do you find the nearest urologist?
A pee-pee joke.
That's sound advice. That's sound advice right there.
Yeah. Coming from you, I'm going to take that as good advice. You bet. Okay. All right. And so now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for, the final envelope. Ronnie, here you go. Let me
hand it over.
There you go. Okay.
Thank you.
Holds it to his jewels.
Jewel.
Sorry, Jewel.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. I hope you'll share with us.
It's holy water.
It's holy water?
Holy water. Yes.
It's holy water.
Holy water.
I just said that.
Well,
Ronnie.
Holy water.
Right. Holy water. Right. We got it. We're waiting. We're waiting on the punchline.
What do you get when you boil the hell out of water?
Holy water.
Holy water. There you go.
All right, Ronniak, thank you so very much for stopping by today. It is always indeed our pleasure. I'm sorry that Ronnie had to run and go potty and wasn't able to be here.
Yeah, I've got to go. My camel is double parked outside.
Oh, well, and by all means, absolutely, sir. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
And that, of course, is Ronniak, the all-knowing, all-seeing master of time and dimension. Oh, there's Ronnie.
Wow. Did I miss something?
Yeah, you missed the whole Ronniak bit.
Oh, dang. I was just following Yellow Brick Road here.
Maybe you didn't miss it. All right. I've lost. Oh, there's my phone. There we go. Okay. So the amazing Ronniak, he's all-knowing, all-seeing. He's a master of time and dimension.
Charles Glenn says, Lou makes a good Ed McMahon, but Ronnie looks like a drunk beachcomber. that is the look I'm going for.
I knew you were going to say that.
So, thank you.
I know you can't see it because it got lighting on me, but my face is so red.
Oh, Charles,
cancel.
You're killing me.
All right. Just a few minutes left here with you in our hour this morning. Oh, Ronniac.
Oh, Lord.
It's time for a segment we like to call Okay, Boomer. Okay, Boomer. Now, the way that this segment starts off is with the words, when I was a kid. Ronnie, when we were kids, there was one thing that you had to have in the house for a plethora of reasons. It was on everybody's coffee table in the living room.
Oh.
And if you were lucky enough to be the person that got hold of it first, you could probably do the crossword puzzle. What I'm talking about, my friends, is really no longer in existence. The TV Guide.
Yeah.
I remember the covers. You know, all your favorite stars were on there, promoting their shows. Mary Tyler Moore.
Sally Jesse Raphael.
Telly Savalas.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I couldn't wait to work that name in today. I just made $5. Yeah. And you know, and you would circle all the highlights in the TV Guide of the shows you wanted to watch. And of course, back then there was really only about 10 channels.
If that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we had 3, 6, 10, 13, 40, and like 58, I think, at the time. So yeah, not a lot of choice.
I miss it. Man, those puzzles were written in such a way that even a kid as myself might have a chance to get 80% of it done, you know?
Yeah. And a lot of them, they were all, not all, but they were a lot of TV related clues.
Yeah.
So, and
this
sometimes
show
you can even solve it. Yes.
This show on Thursday night at 7. Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, it was. That's a sad time that it's gone. But I mean, look at every type of written media is going away. Newspapers, by and large, are going away. Our local newspaper, the Bee, it's nothing but garbage anymore and ads. And I don't even know if people even advertise in the Bee anymore. I don't know that I would.
You know what's funny is when I look at stories that are sourced from the Sacramento Bee online, evidently you're allowed like 4 stories a day.
Yeah.
And then when you reach that limit, this pop-up comes up and says, for more information, you've reached the end of your limit of views. For more information, you'll need to subscribe.
Right. Like, sorry, not happening.
I can get this news anywhere. You don't understand.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. And that's the thing too. There's thank God for Al Gore inventing the internet. You don't need written print anymore. No. Everything that you need is right there on Google, and piece of cake. Written print is a thing of the past. I used to love it because I bought and sold a lot of cars, and the classifieds.
Oh yeah, 444, 5555.
Yes, and I would go through every morning before I went to work, and I would scan for a great deal on something that just entered some car. I bought a lot of cars out of the Bee and the Penny Saver. There's another thing that's gone by. I know the Penny Saver, I think, is gone. So yeah, it's one of those things. That's a boomer thing. Total boomer.
News and review. I know they're all around the country. I know they are.
Yep.
In various cities, they're different as well. We have one in Sacramento and we have one in Chico or Redding. I can't remember the one. In any case, they're driven by those classifieds.
Right.
And so many ads are just, every page has one story and 5 ads,
Yep.
You just don't need that anymore.
No. And of course they have their audience, that's for sure. And it's a lot of college kids picking them up and looking for stories that relate to them.
Mostly weed ads.
There's a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got to know your audience, and they definitely are playing towards that audience. So that's fine.
All right. Before we get to which one of us is lying, you'll see going across the crawl right now is a mention for you to subscribe to our channel. We would love to have you do that. We're up right now, Ronnie. We're doing pretty well. We're almost at 700.
Holy cow.
Yeah, and we could probably get there today if everybody who is watching who isn't subscribed would do that. We could probably get to 700 today. That would be a very
nice.
lofty goal, I know, but we would appreciate that. We're on our way. People are really starting to dig the show, and we could not be happier nor humbler. All right, Ronnie.
Yeah. I'm just going to go back to the chat here real quick. Tisha McGrew is saying that the Bee wanted $500 per year for weekends only. That is insane. I guess they're trying to keep it afloat by just getting a few customers instead of selling it for reasonable and bringing a lot of people in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's hardly worth it. Oh, Melanie Dodson says, remember collecting green stamps?
God, yes.
That S&H green stamps.
Mm-hmm.
I got my very first baseball mitt with green stamps, and they used to give them away at gas stations and grocery stores. Boy, those are the old days. Good old days.
I'm sorry. For some reason, my phone is stuck in a horizontal spot, and I can't get the YouTube back up to see the comments. There it goes.
Oh.
All right, I'm with you now, people. Yes, collecting green stamps. You would know when you go to a friend's house if they got something from the green stamp store because you go, oh, yeah, I saw that in the green stamp book.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you get those? At grocery stores, right? Not gas
grocery
stations.
Stores and gas stations. I want to say we got them at gas stations also.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe not. But definitely grocery stores. I can't even remember what store we used to go to. Bel Air maybe or something.
You know, I can't remember for sure, but I might have bought a banjo with green stamps.
You know what? That says a lot about you right there.
I know it does.
Yeah.
I figured, you know what? I taught myself how to play guitar. Surely I could learn to play the banjo.
Why
It's
not?
got less strings.
Well, you have too many teeth right now, so
Yeah.
you're going to have to lose a few before
Hang
you
in
can
there,
really
though.
play it correctly.
Sure, it
Yeah.
won't be much longer. How about Campbell's soup can labels? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Schools used to do that, didn't they?
Yes.
They'd have like a fund that you could contribute all your cans to.
Yep.
Let's see.
And blue chip stamps.
Mm-hmm.
There were blue chip stamps.
And green chip.
Yep. There were blue chip. I think it was blue chip stamps and S&H green stamps is what they were called or something like that.
Melanie says when she was young, she remembers her dad changing the TV tubes. Did you do that too? Did you pull tubes out of a TV that didn't work and take them to the grocery store and plug them into that machine?
Handy Andy. Do you remember Handy Andy?
Oh, do I?
Yeah. Handy Andy had a tube tester, and a couple times we took all the tubes out,
Mm-hmm.
and they had a little kit that you put a number on the tube and you put a number on the spot that tube came out of.
Right.
So
Like
that-
with
so
spark
that
plug
after you-
wires. Yeah.
Yes, so that they go back into the right spot because all those tubes look about the same.
Yeah.
And and the tubes were not expensive. God, you know, like a guitar tube now is like $15 for one tube for a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my guitar has I think my amp has 5 or 6 tubes in it.
Christopher Robbins says, how about those 1 cent CD things?
Oh yeah, Columbia.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get 19 CDs for 1 cent.
1 penny.
And then in the tiny little size 1 font, providing you buy 1 CD per month for the rest of your life, basically.
Boy, they had
At
you by the
full
balls.
price.
Yep.
Yeah, at full price.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. I think I did that once.
I think I did it a couple of times, and I got like 76 CDs at 4 accounts.
Yes. Yeah.
And then canceled them all. And
you
then,
know that was something on the Goldbergs. The Goldbergs did a whole show on that.
oh, that's right. I do remember the frog kid. What's his name?
Adam. Yeah,
Adam,
yeah. How
frog
he had
kid.
several different accounts, like one under Darth Vader and crazy stuff. But
Vicky says El Camino Market had that tube machine thing. Yeah, that's where we used to go for sure. Vicky knows exactly where I used to live. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That was a
Yep.
thriving metropolis, El Camino Market, man. If you ever wanted to know anything about your neighbors, you could hear it in that store.
Well, and when I went out with Leanne Richardson, they lived walking distance to El Camino Market,
Uh-huh.
and she would just go in there and cash a check. She wouldn't buy
Right.
anything. She would just go in there and cash a check.
Yeah, I used to do
Like,
that too.
wow. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
sure I could do that, but they knew her by name, and sometimes she would take a check in from her mom or dad and cash it. Like, holy cow. Where can you do that?
Not a lot of
Neighborhood
criteria.
No.
Yep. All right, Ronnie, I think it's time for us to get to which one of us is lying. And I have some really good news for you today.
Yes.
In the event that I'm telling the truth, I have pants on.
Thank God.
I know.
Yeah.
I knew you'd be
that'll-
happy.
That's a bonus.
All right, Ronnie.
Yeah, that's a bonus. So you won Rochambeau, so you go first.
Okay.
Or you can defer.
I'll just go ahead and go first.
Okay.
We're kind of short on time here, too, so I'll do an abbreviated story.
Okay.
Many years ago, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, I worked at a radio station here in Sacramento, 101.1. It was an oldie station. It played 50s, 60s, and 70s music. And I got hired originally to be the evening guy, 7 to midnight. I eventually moved up through the ranks and got all the way to the morning show when they changed the format, and I was out of a job. That's a long version. Here's the short version. While I was working the evening, they asked me if I wanted to do an interview with a particular celebrity who was going to be in town. And I had to think to myself, do enough people really know of this guy to have him on to validate that? And I thought, you know what? If nothing else, I would be thrilled to do the interview with this guy. So what I did was my research on his entire career, songs, etc. And I had this thought, you know what would be really cool? It would be really cool if he would play the guitar and play with me.
Oh, nice.
So what I did was I brought in 3 guitars from which he could choose. One of them was a Martin acoustic that my son had. One of them was my Fender Strat, and the other was my Ovation. And so this person came in. Do you know who the person was? Bo Diddley.
Shut the front door.
Bo Diddley came into my studio to do an interview with me. And so in the course of the interview, I said to him, well, Mr. Diddley, which was kind of odd. Well, Mr. Diddley, I brought a few guitars. Would you like to play something? And he looked at me like, I can't believe you even asked me that.
Ooh.
And I said, look, I know you're a legend, and I would just be completely amazed if your grandfather clock would gong the top. No, I'd be amazed if you and I could play a song together. And so he goes, you know what? Let's do it. So he picked up the Martin guitar. So I picked up the Ovation because I figured let's just both be acoustic.
Acoustic, right?
And we played Bo Diddley, dun 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 dun, Bo Diddley dun 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 dun. And so that's my story. I have actually played Bo Diddley and played with him on the radio here in Sacramento.
Well, there you have it. I don't think I can top that, but I'll try.
I know you will.
So pretty common knowledge probably in this group that I had a bomb dog for the sheriff's department,
right,
named Dora.
Mm-hmm.
And Dora and we did all the Kings games. We searched the stadium, which was called Sleep Train Arena. We did every single Kings game. And we would also do about 3 concerts per year whenever it was a complete sellout. So like Eagles, Lady Gaga, and Taylor Swift. So at the Taylor Swift concert, and we get there way early. As soon as they have everything set up, we go through, we take 2 dogs, and I went with Taylor Swift's security person to search all of her stuff. And then the other dog went with the Sleep Train Arena security person to sweep all of the stuff for the arena. So I'm with Taylor Swift's security guy, super nice guy, and we're searching. They had 21 semis full of stuff, and they get it all loaded, and then we search the sets and whatnot. One of the last things, and it's such a long search. It takes about an hour and a half to search all that. You get about halfway through, the dog has to go out. You give him a break. You let him pee, poop, get some water, whatever. You got to give him a little break in between. As we're coming back from the break, one of Taylor Swift's roadies is sitting outside the arena on a curb. He's on the ground, basically. And next to him, he has a half-eaten hot dog, and it's on an open bun.
Oh, no.
And Dora was a Labrador Retriever. They eat anything.
Wood, rocks.
It doesn't matter. Yes. So a hot dog is pretty high up on their list of things that they want to eat.
Agreed.
And normally Dora was a puller, so she would tug on that leash. Well, the leash was, as we're approaching him, we're probably like 10, 15 feet away. The leash was slack. There was no tension on the leash. I thought, she finally learned how to walk correctly on a leash. We got up to, as we're passing the roadie, she struck it like a freaking cobra. She never touched the bun, and she ate that half hot dog, and it was gone.
Oh, yeah.
And I told the guy, I go, oh my God. I said, I'm so sorry. I go back in the arena and you pick anything you want. I said, I will buy your lunch. I feel terrible. And he goes, you know what? I was going to throw that thing out. I think that hot dog is rancid. And he goes,
nice.
I don't, yeah. He goes, my stomach's turned. I don't feel like eating anything else.
Oh,
boy. I said, I don't care. Go pick something out. I'll pay for it. So he goes, I may take you up on that, but I'm good right now. Okay, that's fine. So we go in, and now we're searching Taylor Swift's dressing room. And she has a love seat and a couch. They're leather, and they are leopard print. It's kind of like half brown and half leopard print leather couch and love seat. And so the way you search that is the dog has to jump up on top of the seating area and smell down into the creases where you would stick an explosive, obviously. So she jumps up on the first one, she smells it, she jumps down. She jumps up on the second one, and as she jumps down, she went bop, and the hot dog came back out
whole
in one whole piece. And I said, and her security guy goes, what the hell is that? I told her,
it's Taylor Swift's thumb.
I said, it's a roadie's hot dog. I'm going to go give it back to him. So she burped up this rancid hot dog. And yeah, I'm so glad she didn't do it when she was up on top of the leather couch, because then I probably would have been paying for that too. So yeah, that's my story. Dora, the bomb dog, ate a rancid hot dog and then threw it up in Taylor Swift's dressing room.
And my story is that I interviewed and played guitar with Bo Diddley, famous guitar player, played in an especially different way, tuning wise. Oh, it was all right. I'll never forget.
All right. Yep.
All right. So which one of us is lying and which one of us is telling the truth? We turn it over to you now, our viewers. Let's see what's being said. Here we go. Anonanon says, you don't know Bo. Okay. Christopher Robbins says he thought it was Eric Clapton. No, that would have been cool.
Oh, yeah. Sasha says I'm lying that Dora didn't hurl it on the couch. No, she didn't hurl it on the couch. It was on the ground just as she jumped down from the couch.
Tisha says Lou is lying.
Yep.
Matt McGrew says Lou is lying.
Okay.
Jason says Ronnie pants on fire.
Rave Ryder says I'm lying. Rick
Rick.
Clemenson says I'm lying.
Mm-hmm.
Sasha always seems to get it right. Melanie Dotson says Ronnie's lying, but very funny. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I don't know. There's a few votes in there. Should we spring it on them? And I'd say it's pretty much dead even both ways.
Mm-hmm.
So half.
I'd say neither one of us is the best liar today, or we're both good.
Yeah.
Or we're both good.
Actually, and now and on says I'm lying. Yeah. I think the dog would be trained better. You'd think. Yeah.
That's a shot at your bow.
But it's a lab. You can't. I'll give a little side story afterwards. But.
All right. Okay, get your votes in quickly while there's time. We got to get out of here and get on with our day. There's racing on today.
Hell yeah. Hell to the yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Jim Black. How you doing, Jim? Thank you for watching today. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, he says I'm lying.
Otis Magoo checking in.
About damn time.
Ronnie is telling the truth.
Thank you. I wonder. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you a quick story after we determine who the liar is here that Melanie told me and shared with me. Okay, so Ronnie, Lou and Ronnie fan 500 says Lou lie. Okay, got it. All right, so will the person who is telling the truth please stand up? And I have pants on.
Oh, I don't. Oh, no, I do.
Shit, I almost pulled down my backdrop.
Okay.
Ronnie is telling the truth, and I am lying.
Yes.
So what is the story with Bo Diddley? Well, I'll tell you this. Everything was true right up to the point where I said he decided he would play guitar with me. He looked at me, and he gave me a look like, how dare you? I am rock and roll royalty. Why would I play guitar with some DJ who's on a night show? And first of all, my tuning is way too complex for your guitars. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that.
Hey, I'm not a rock and roll legend. I don't even want to play guitar with you.
Yet you've done it for 45 years, Ronnie. You've done it for 45 years. Okay, all right. I got you. All right, so, so I was lying. Melanie shared with me something, and I don't know if you caught it. It was a couple of weeks back when we were doing this segment. And she said that though I was telling a story and I was lying, at points where I should have been shaking my head yes, I was shaking my head like this. I think I do that a lot, which means I'm lying a lot, or maybe I'm just trying to get my equilibrium right.
See, we watch for that a lot of times.
Yeah, I know you do.
And there's a thing in Tiger King, when somebody asked Carol Baskin, I think flat out, if she killed her husband, she said no.
That's a hard one to do.
Sometimes your body physiology, you can't help it. Things happen with your body that
it's your brain. It's your brain.
You have no control over them. And so, yeah, Melanie might be onto something there. Her husband needs to watch out. She knows.
Valerie Susan 52 subscribed to our show. Thank you.
Oh, very nice.
Appreciate it. Damn, Lou, that was really rude on his part. You have no idea. Here I had all the respect and fanboy stuff going on for this guy. I didn't have to have him on my show.
Right.
I could have just passed. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. And he was a horrible guest, honestly.
Yeah.
I think he was drunk.
Well, and to continue with my story, to tell you about the training behind bomb dogs. So we would go to KFC and buy chicken nuggets and we would hide them as well. We'd put them under a traffic cone and let the dog run past them and see if they do anything. Well, the dogs, and if they try to knock the cone over and get to them, you give it a little pop on the leash and you move on. And eventually it's like, well, I don't like that leash popping. So when I smell food, I'm just going to go right past it. But a lab is like a different kind of animal.
I've had several.
It's really hard for them to pass up food, any kind of food. They could have just eaten, but if there's food on the ground, they want it. And so, yeah, she was very well trained, but here was this hot dog, and it was just too tempting. And I'm telling you, it was as fast as a cobra strike. I've never seen her move so fast, and she swallowed that thing whole. It was hilarious.
She was the greatest dog ever.
She was amazing. I miss that dog every day.
I know. I bet you do.
Yep.
Okay, friends, that's going to bring us to the conclusion of another grueling 1 hour Men Are So Smart show.
Otis says, Tiger King, please go away.
Yeah. Will it ever? Really?
I don't think so. At least not on this show.
And think about it. 100 years from now, our great grandkids are going to look back on the year 2020 and go, yeah, that was the year where they had the virus. Yeah. And everybody watched Tiger King.
Yes. Yeah. The Tiger King and the virus. That's going to be 2020 in a nutshell.
Yeah, I think you're right. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to our channel. You'll find that available to you below. And when you do, click the bell as well. The bell will give you a heads-up reminder that we're about to do a show. Our shows are Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. Pacific time, and judge accordingly. Of course, some of you watch live, some of you watch afterwards. Either way, we appreciate it. We really do. Our email addresses are as follows. Mine, Lou, L-O-U, at menaresosmart.com. Ronnie?
Mine is Ronnie at menaresosmart.com.
And that's with an I-E, Ronnie with an I-E.
Yes, R-O-N-N-I-E.
Okay, also check out our Facebook page. I really enjoy that myself, mainly because we just get the best memes. We sometimes, you're going to see them on our page before you see them elsewhere, trust me. I have a secret to that. And they're usually pretty good or indicative of one or both of us. So check it out. It's at Men Are So Smart. Our website is the same thing, menaresosmart.com. T-shirts, yes, they come in 3 colors, gray, white, and black. They come in all sizes, small, medium, large, extra large, 2 extra large, and 3 extra large. The price for our T-shirts are $19.99. The hoodies, same sizes. We can talk to you about what color you might like when you order them on the PayPal account, which is paypal.me/DustErica. Dust Erica. E-R-I-C-A. And
C-A.
Yep. There, you can put down what size you want, what color you want, your mailing address. One-stop shopping on the PayPal account. It's very easy to do. Why not do it today?
Easier. Yeah,
why not do it today, Ronnie?
What the hell?
We're coming up on T-shirt weather.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, sometime after Tuesday at least.
Yeah. Rain in the forecast the next couple of days here.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, thank you so much for watching. To all of you that participate in our live chat, we say we really do appreciate that. As you probably know, Ronnie and I don't make any money off of this show. We'd love to, but we aren't. We do it because we enjoy it and because we believe that you enjoy it.
And we're givers.
No doubt. As my grandson is saying now, duh.
Duh.
You're 4, son. You don't duh your grandpa.
How about no duh?
No duh.
No duh.
So if you enjoy the show, please tell some friends that are of like mind. People you think will get us and understand that this is just a big, fun time with 2 guys talking around the what do you call it when you tailgate? Jeez,
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like we're all tailgating before a big event. That's kind of what this is like. And as I said, share it with a friend. Share it on your social media, whatever the case may be. Ronnie, let's get out of here.
Yeah, got to go.
Okay.
I have to pee again.
We will all see you next Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific time for another episode of Men Are So Smart.
Bye-bye.